Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to make a review of this f150 AIR1 Pro smartphone. I'm going to get you to the unboxing. I'll show you how to set it up, what are the special functions, the camera, and one of the most important features about this phone, the night vision, which is very cool. So guys, if you found this video helpful, I would really appreciate if you can tap the like button, also consider to subscribe. So let's get into the video. This is how the box looks like. In my opinion, it's a pretty cool design, and here at the back obviously more information about the product, but the most important is to see what is inside. And yeah, the first thing that we see that everything here is nicely organized. This is the phone and these are the accessories, and I'm just gonna have a look first at the accessories. Here is the user manual, and also here at the back there is the pin for the SIM card. It's the first time when I see this type of user manual. Honestly, in type of design, it's extremely cool. This is the charging cable, USB-C, and this is the fast charging adapter. Two wipes just in case we want to install the screen on it, which is kind of cool in my opinion because it comes with this glass. And there's a port, so on this side it has the power button, which also is the lock button, volume button, plus and minus. Here it has a holder for the strap just in case you want to attach one, and on the other side it has the function button, which is this one over here, and this one can be set in obviously in settings. And we have the SIM card slot. Here at the top doesn't have anything, and here at the bottom it has the speaker, the microphone, and the Type-C port to charge it. And this one is well protected with this silicone, just in case not for the water not to go inside, the moisture or dust. And as well it has these protective corners here at the bottom, and also here at the top the same. There's one more thing that I'd like to show you now. If you can see over here, the cameras are well protected with this bumper. Now in terms of booting time, I will just make a test right now. I'm just going to press the power button on this one, and I'm going to press start. I just lost around 1 second. And yeah, done. Basically it's around 36 seconds, and now I'm going to show you how to set it up because it's pretty simple. It runs on Android 12. And here we go. This is the first thing that we see. This is how the phone looks. This is the interface. Now I have installed here a game, and I would like to show you what is the responsiveness of this phone. This game in fact doesn't require too many resources, but considering that this phone has 6 GB of RAM, it performs really well. There is absolutely no lag so far, which it's quite impressive. Now I'm going to make a speed test, and I'm going to open Google Chrome and press start on the timer at the same time to check how fast it loads a page. Yeah, so more or less it took around 7 seconds to fully load this page, but I would like to make one more test. I would like to see how fast it opens Google Maps, and I'll do the same thing. I'm going to press start on both. And as you can see, now it's fully loaded. It took around 6 seconds. And for example, if I want to search something, for example Berlin, if I'm gonna press, this is how long it takes to find the place. It moves very fast in my opinion, and also it's very responsive in terms of screen, because I know Google Maps takes a lot of memory. I'm gonna make a quick sound test. I'm just gonna open YouTube and I'm gonna play some royalty-free music just for you guys to hear. As you can see, the speed of this phone is quite fast, and also it is very responsive. When I change the volume, you can do it like this with your finger. As you can see, there's no lag at all, or obviously you can do it using the buttons on the side. The speaker is located over here, as I said, and if you cover it, this is what is going to happen. The volume is going to be reduced significantly. But so far I can say that the volume of this phone is quite impressive. Now the display has a size of 6.5 inch, and it's a Full HD plus, and it's really interesting that it covers most of the space. You get just here a bar and here on top, which is not disturbing at all. And one other thing that I really like is that the camera is here in the middle, and as well it's not annoying. There's one more thing that I'd like to mention about the screen. It's very responsive at 60 Hz refresh rate. If we go, for example, full screen, this is what we see. Considering the aspect ratio of the screen, we get these bars on the sides. I'd like to show you something really cool. Here at the back, this phone has these LEDs. In order to customize what the light does, you have to go here in the settings and to breathing LED, and at the moment is on, and you can select the start time and the end time, kind of cool. And as well, you can go through all these settings, but as well, if you press over here, you can select the apps that you want for the light to go on when you get notifications from. There's another cool feature that I found interesting about this phone is the fact that here it has this protection for the camera, and it makes it even easier to hold it because you can grab just like this, and yeah, it makes it very convenient to hold. And as well, if you want to hold it like this or with only one hand, you can rest the finger on this section over here. Something that I don't like about this phone is the following aspect. I'm just gonna put the microphone a bit closer for you guys to hear. Where in terms of building quality, on this side at the back, if I tap, it sounds as something is empty, that is not, this cover is not basically connected well with the battery, because if I press it over here, I feel like something is empty inside, and even when I hold it, it is a bit disturbing. If I keep the phone like this on the table, and if I tap on this side, it stays properly. On this side, it's wobbly a bit because of the protection of the camera, and if I put it with the screen down, it stays properly. Now I have here the phone, and I'm gonna make a test. I'm gonna put it in the water, and I'm gonna leave it for 1-2 minutes, and I would like to check if it works after. I'm just gonna move this a bit aside, and I'm going to remove the phone, and let's check if it works. Yeah, all good and all fine, and the screen is even responsive when it's very wet. Now I'd like to show you the real weight of this phone. I have here a scale. I'm just gonna put it like this, and it's shows 276 grams, but just in case, I'm gonna put it even like this. Now it shows 277, it's more or less the same thing. Now I'd like to show you the functions of the tool bag. If I press over here, you can see the torch. Obviously, you can connect on and off, and to go back, you just swipe like this, and you get a compass, which works like this, and just rotating the phone. And then we get the noise detection. Once I press this on, the recording will the audio recording will stop because the microphone is accessing basically the environment. Alright, we have the protractor, which works like this, but for this one you can do it like this with your hand, and you can adjust also the other one. This is very specific, for example, for people who work in construction. Alright, and we have the plumb, which looks like this, very specific as well for people who work in construction. We have the FS clock, and basically now this one displays the clock on the screen. And for example, if you press on this one, this shows it. It's a bit difficult for me to read this type of font. And you can also choose from this one, kind of cool feature, the timer. And we're gonna press play, and this is the design, quite interesting. All right, we have the voice simulator, which is like this, and if I press on the alarm, basically some kind of ambulance police alarm will activate the dog. And obviously you can increase the volume to get this one a bit higher. And you get the SOS. Then we have the step counting, and obviously I have already 57 steps. And then we have the magnifier, and this one basically what it does, it's activating the camera, and for example, I can zoom in, and yes, it's gonna also focus. And if I go, for example, even closer, you can see even in full zoom I get a lot of detail. But if I go even closer, which is very close to the subject, this is what we see, which is kind of cool. And as well, you can activate the front camera, and even on this one I can zoom in and I get a lot of detail. All right, and now I'm going to show you the performance of the camera during daytime. Just gonna press the camera, and it's gonna activate obviously the photo mode. I'm just gonna do it like this. And first thing that I've noticed is that the responsiveness is really good. The refresh rate is also really fast, and also the balance between highlights and darks. So for example, if I press over here and if I press over here, the camera adjusts. It's adjusting these settings very fast. And I'm just gonna take a picture and I'm gonna include it in the video. And just for this demonstration, I'm gonna take a picture just like this of this building, and I'm going to include it for you guys to see what is the quality of the camera. And as well, I'm going to activate a selfie mode, which looks like this. I don't have to move the phone left or right because I'm positioned in the middle, because the camera obviously is positioned in the middle. And I'm just going to take a picture, and this is the quality. It's very responsive, and as you can see, I'm moving quite fast, and also the tracking is quite good. And for example, if I stay like this and if I press on my face, and if I press here, you see the difference, and it is adjusted very quick. Now we have the video mode. Press on this one as well, very responsive, and mind that it records only 1080p. If you press over here, you can see 1080p or 720p. There's no 4K, even though the camera has a high resolution. And if I press on the main camera, this is what it sees. And for example, if I press here or more, you can get different settings. You can get the QR scan, you get time-lapse, micro lens, underwater, and as well you can activate these ones. I'll show you in a minute how. We go back to video now because I want to show you the rest of the functions. The night mode is very interesting. Obviously, I'm going to make some tests because I'm going to show you what is the performance of the camera. Also nighttime, we get the portrait mode, not that much different from the normal selfie mode, because portrait mode has to be this. I mean, the purpose of it is take pictures of yourself. And we get also professional mode, and we get here, very interesting, we can adjust the light. As you can see, I can get more or less. This is basically the exposure. You get the ISO. Unfortunately, I don't see such a big difference, because on 3200 it's supposed to go to add a lot of light. We get the white balance, and if I change, you can see also the colors are changing. Well, I'm just gonna leave it on auto. We get a shutter speed. With this one I can go very specific. I work as a photographer, so I perfectly understand these things. And you get the auto, which is the focus. And if you go all the way to the back, it's gonna focus again. And you have this button over here that basically resets all the settings. And this is how the camera performs in the evening. As you can see, the results are quite good. It is quite responsive, and there is very low noise, which is in my opinion quite impressive. Just gonna take a picture now, and if I go here on video, yeah, on video, as expected, it is a bit darker, but honestly the response rate is absolutely impressive. I didn't even expect this. And this is how the selfie camera performs. Obviously here it is very dark, but if I move a bit in this area where there is more light, if I just move the camera very fast, it still reacts very good. Obviously this is on video mode, and this is how it performs on picture mode. In my opinion, yeah, even better. And I'm just gonna take a picture right now. Yeah, that is really good. But the most important feature of this phone, in my opinion, is the night vision, and this is how it looks. And now I went in complete darkness, like literally here is pitch black. And yeah, this is what it sees like. Unbelievable. I'm gonna take a picture. In this area I barely see with my eyes, and with the camera I can see honestly very well. Mind that the night vision works only on picture, cannot record video. And if I try to press here the selfie mode, it doesn't work. Just gonna take a picture. And if I just put my hand in front, yeah, you can see in complete darkness. And also when I just move my hand like this, the response rate is absolutely impressive. And I would like to show you what is the performance of the flash. As you can see over here, it's pitch black, and if I activate the flashlight, yeah, I see a lot of things. And yeah, the spread is quite good because it goes till basically there. And as you can probably see, guys, over here there are 3 lights activated at the front. And yeah, I'm really impressed. I'm just gonna put it like this for you guys to see a bit better. So it just goes like this. After I had the chance to test this phone for a couple of days, I came to the conclusion that it's an absolutely spectacular phone, considering the price that I pay for it. The battery is good, the camera is good, the performance is good. So guys, overall I recommend you to buy it or to drop it, without any doubt to buy it. But if you have any questions related to the product, you can leave them in the comment section below and I will answer. There's also a link in the description where you can check out more information about the product. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.